Good afternoon. My name is Steve. I'm the service manager here at Good Sense RV. I want to congratulate you, Nicole, on your new 2013 Forester motorhome that you're getting. It's a C-Class. I will be the gentleman going over your unit with you today. You got a very nice unit. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. We're going to come over here. First thing we're going to start with is your hatch for your generator. You open it up. You got your Cummins generator in here. Everything you need to run power and everything. It runs great. To pop it off, you do have a stop and a start button in here. This is where you check your oil, and right up here is where you check your altitude and change your altitude as you are traveling with the unit. That will be very important, especially as you go higher in altitude. You will need to adjust that. That way your generator stays running at the best it can. All right, so I'm going to slap this back on here. Fantastic. Then you close the hatch. You do have a lock on the hatch. What you want to make sure is your exhaust system is pointing outwards. It is not blowing to anybody else, any other trailer. They do sell attachments that go to your exhaust, runs up your unit if you are going to be in a high traffic, high camping area. So I do recommend getting something like that. You got a lot of storage right here. Great hatches, good access in here. We got locks into everything. Beautiful, beautiful. I just wanted to show you your access you got out here. Turn and lock, and then you got locks for everything. We're gonna come over here. This is gonna be where you are gonna drain your septic in your gray tank, okay? Right down here, you've got a 3-inch pipe and you've got a 2-inch pipe. Now that 3-inch is for your septic system. The other one is for your gray tank, okay? You want to drain your septic first, which will be this one, your big tank coming down. Never open them together. I cannot express to you how much you do not do that. You will open your septic, drain out your septic. Then you will close this valve. Then you will open this valve. And the nice thing is this will flush out all of this out and it'll go right into the drain. Okay, after you do that, I do recommend flushing out your system and cleaning it every time. That way you got a clean septic system in here. Toilet paper can get caught on the monitors and it can make it say that you have a higher fill than you really do. So you want to definitely make sure you clean that out. That way you clean all that stuff out. Right over here is going to be your power cable. This is a 30 amp power cable. Keep in mind that you want to plug that into a 30 amp plug, especially running your air conditioner. Your air conditioner will not run for long off of a 110. You really need the 30 amp, okay? Now the nice thing about your unit is you have a sewer flush, okay? What you will do is when you're flushing out your septic tank, you can hook a hose directly to this sewer flush and it'll flush out the tank. Just make sure you have the valve open underneath when you turn your water on. That way you don't build up pressure inside your septic tank and cause damage to it, okay? That's a great feature. You have an outdoor shower here, which is awesome. If you turn around and go mud bogging, come back here, you don't want to come in here all muddy, you can rinse off out here. It's great to have an outdoor shower. Here is going to be your city water connection. Now you go to an RV park or you're at home and you want to just hook up your city water, it'll go right to here. It'll run all the water in your unit. Keep in mind, you need a water pressure regulator anytime you hook a hose up to this unit. You want to put that in there. It brings down the PSI of the water and it won't cause damage to the interior. If you put it on without a water pressure regulator, it could blow your lines out. You could end up with a flood. So that's very important that you do that, okay? Here we got another storage hatch which goes all the way through, which is amazing. This is some great storage. You do have a water drain for it in case you do get water or something in here. You pop the drain and it'll clean it right out. You guys got a nice ladder here, which is great to get on, check your roof and do stuff. I do not recommend storing a lot of stuff up there, okay? Your roof can only take so much weight, especially driving down the road. So don't be piling coolers and generators up there, all right? Right down here, you got a hitch so you could put a sleeve in. You could tow a trailer behind you if you want to put a car, a motorcycle, or anything that you like, whatever your poison is. Right here is your 7-way, so you'll have your lights hook up and everything for the trailer behind you. Again, the other side of this all the way through compartment, very beautiful. And you also have a drain on this side. Now this compartment here, if you take a look right here, your water pump and your water filter is actually right in this compartment. Plus you've got some low point drains for your system. Okay, everything is on there, and you got this nice little cover that goes right over it all. And that's if you ever need to access your water pump or anything like that, definitely you'll be inside of that. Okay, here's going to be the back side of your furnace. A lot of customers, they like to buy the little screens that go over here to keep the rodents out. Fantastic for storage. If you do happen to purchase those, you want to make sure and remove those before use. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it does restrict the flow by 50%. That could cause damage to your furnace. So make sure if you do put those on, you remove them before use. This is the back side of your fridge. You should not have to get into here. This should be more a service technician. But if you do want to look in there, you're more than welcome to take a look and clean it out or anything like that. That's not a bad thing to do. Right down here is your propane tank. Okay, you got a gauge here, and everything that you fill and everything will be here. You always make sure it is off. You are supposed to be legally traveling with the propane turned off before you leave anywhere. That way, if there is an accident, you're not spraying propane anywhere. You got an outdoor plug here. Okay, another storage compartment right here. All right, here is your water heater. The back of your water heater, you got reset buttons. If there's something happens or it's not working, you can always come and hit those reset buttons and see if that helps you before you have to call anybody. It is a nice unit. You got your plug that goes on the bottom here, so we will get that installed for you here shortly. All right, we got another compartment here. This is actually from the inside. You can access it from another hatch up top too. But this is a good little storage out here, and another storage compartment. You have a lot of storage on this motorhome. This is a great feature with this unit. All right, fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and take you into the unit itself now, and we'll go over the inside. All right. So right here at the beginning of the door, we're gonna have a power disconnect switch. This switch, when you are storing the unit, you're going to want to turn it to the off position. Okay, then when you're going to use it, you can turn it on. Now what that does is that's going to kill all the 12-volt power to your motor coach. Okay, your lights and all that stuff will shut off when you turn that to off. So just use it on when you are using it, and it will help save your batteries. Okay, you got a step light and outside light features here. Okay, that's what these switches are for. And you have an automatic awning, which at the moment your awning is at order. It has not gotten here yet, so it will get here and we will get it installed for you. But when you do, you will control your awning from this switch here. Okay, right down here you have a battery control center. Okay, that is where fuses and everything is. If you have any issues, any power issues, that is the first place you will go to check for fuses or any problems. All right, fantastic. Now if you take a look right up here, you have a speaker select. Now this is going to be for your music. You can put it on speakers outside, inside, and you got multiple speakers to set up over there. All right, your TV is set up right here. It's a great unit. You got a switching unit here, so you can do front viewing, extra viewing, or rear viewing. Okay, so you can set up multiple TVs to that unit. Fantastic. Right above you, you got a nice little fan there that works and everything else. As soon as you open everything up, and this will help ventilate your unit or anything like that. If you don't want to run your AC, it's not quite hot enough, you can always put this on and it'll circulate air in your unit. Fantastic. All right, some nice speakers you got on the roof here. The nice thing with this AC unit you got in this is it is a vented system, so it is actually vented throughout your coach. It'll spread the cool air around, and it's not just a central unit. It actually is amazing for cooling down this unit very fast. Okay, let's keep walking back. Here is your antenna for your TV. You can crank that up if you're going to use local channels. Now you need to keep in mind to put that back down before you leave. It's not going to break your antenna. It'll rip a hole in your roof if you don't put this down. So I can't stress to you much, if you put that down, tie a little string around it or something to say, hey, oh, the antenna. Make sure that gets put down, okay? Fantastic. Beautiful sink and everything here. Right here is your stove top, all right? And you got an oven down here. Now on your oven, you do have a pilot setting, okay? You do have to come underneath here and light the pilot, which is under here in the back end. You put it to pilot on and you hold it down, light your pilot, hold it, and slowly let go until the pilot will stay lit on its own. Then you can turn on your oven and you can bake cookies and brownies, whatever you'd like. Some people like to leave it on pilot when they do when they're done cooking. I personally turn it off because you feel like you're wasting propane. I don't use my oven very much. It's all on how you use it as a customer. All right, beautiful. Now we're at the fridge. Okay, over here is you have your on button and you have auto and check. Now when it is on gas, if that button says check, you need to check your propane. Make sure your propane is on. Right now your propane's not on. It's telling us to check the unit. You turn it to on. What it'll do is the second it finds power, it'll automatically kick that power on. Okay, right to electric. So keep that in mind. Right over here is going to be your control panel. First thing I'm going to show you is your generator. Okay, now you have a stop and a prime button. You want to hold that button down for about 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Okay, then once you do that, hit the start button and your generator should be starting right up. It might take a couple of times, but that's how you start your generator. Okay, you got light for the kitchen here, you got your water pump, and you got your water heater. This is where you will turn on your water pump and your water heater. Okay, all right, driver's side rear light on. So this is going to be outside light. You have a big light on there that's actually like a cargo light. That's what this switch is for. Okay, right here is your slide out. Okay, this is going to be for the living room slide out. So when you are ready, you can hit this button, and as you can see, your slide goes right out. Now you want to let it go right up until you hear a click. There's the click, and boom, slide out is out. It is secured, and now you're ready to enjoy your unit. If you come back here, you got a slide out button for your bedroom, which is on this side here. And same thing, we're going to go ahead and put the slide out for you. There we go, slide is out. This one will not click, but you'll hear it kind of smush in. That's perfect. Okay, right over here is going to be your air conditioner and heater. This is your thermostat. So what you will do is you will hit it to the mode you want, set the temperature you want, and you just relax. The AC is already kicked on right there. You can feel it coming out of the vents. Keep in mind, if you are going to take off or do not unplug your unit with the AC on, you want to turn the AC off. Wait for the AC to turn itself off. It will need to decompress itself. If you turn it off or unplug it without letting it shut itself off, you can cause damage to your air conditioner. Very important. All right, and like I said earlier, if you're going to run the air conditioner, remember, has to be to a 220 or your generator on the unit. Do not run it to a plug in your garage and expect to run your AC. You will start popping breakers and start causing problems. Okay, but that's how that works there. Some light switches right here, lit up everything in your room. Very nice. Okay, right in here we're going to move into the bathroom. All right, very simple. You got a nice porcelain toilet there. All your holes there, you need to step on the unit, flush everything out. Okay, what I like to do is if you barely hit the unit, the step down, it'll put water in the toilet. If you need to, fill it up with a little bit of water, use the restroom, and then you can flush it. That way it works like a standard toilet. All right, you'll have a GFI plug right in here. Now say you're cooking coffee, you're in here doing your hair with the curling iron going, and a paper something pops, power goes off. First thing to check is, let's check these GFIs, make sure we didn't pop this. This is connected to your plug outside and your plug in the kitchen. Okay, so that will control other plugs, so make sure you do check that. Right up here you've got another ventilation fan. Crank it right open, there's a little black button, and boom, fan works great, and you can ventilate your bathroom. All right, AC unit here, got all that going there, sink there. The nice thing too with this unit, it has a magnet on the door, so it'll stick the door here to make this a bigger room, so you don't just have bathroom. If you need a change and shower, you can comfortably do it with people sitting in there, and you'll have your privacy. Very great feature. Okay, here's your shower. Okay, basic shower, knob, everything, skylight. Just make sure you clean everything up, and you know, you do have a shut off on your shower head here and a turn on, so you can shut it off. If you want to turn it on, rinse yourself, put soap, turn it off, put it back on, rinse yourself, however you want to do it. You do have an access to your lines right here, so there's no reason for you to get into that unless you have to do any repairs to your water lines. All right, when you do close it, there is a switch here that you do switch over, and it'll lock the door in place. All right, so for the most part, that pretty much covers your coach side of it. Now I do want to show you the cockpit over here. All right, so you got a radio with a navigation system. What I'm going to go ahead and do is start your unit. Okay. Now one thing I want to point out to you is, when you're sitting here and you can't see behind you, you put it in reverse, all right? And there's your camera, it'll pop up right here. All right, so your rear view mirror is your camera, okay? If you need to shut it off or anything, you can just hit the power button and it turns everything off for you, okay? Other than that, everything is straightforward. Air conditioner, you got power ports here. Let's see. Your headlights and everything is going to be right here. Of course, your brake release for your emergency brake. Now down here, this will be removed if you need to do any motor work. All you do is pop these clips, and this whole piece will come right off if there is any work or anything for you to do. Well, I think for the most part this covers it. There's one more thing I do want to show you. Right under this seat here, you do see a button. That button has a battery on it. What that is a battery boost button. If your chassis battery happens to die, you can hit that button, hold it down, and it'll use the batteries off your coach to start the unit. Very important in case you get stranded that way. First thing to do is check that for a battery. So this is pretty much everything on your coach. We are here to help you out. If you do have any questions, you're always more than welcome to give us a call, or give me a call at Good Sense RV, 505-300-4100. And I really wish you guys the best and safe travels, and enjoy your RV. Thank you for buying from us.